Hey guys, it's Pat Neary and James Allen. We're doing a quick deck profile of Jamie's Macro Rabbit.
Alright guys, starting off, we got the 2 Rabbit. Of course, it's at 2, you have to play it. Standard 6, it's the most expensive card in the deck now. Cobbles, 3, Sabersaurus, 3. I'd only play 2 of each. If I knew that I'd never draw them, you have to play 3. 2 Guides, and Sangan. Of course, Night Assailant's bad, don't play that card.
Why no Night Assailant?
You don't need it. You play Reaper, you play Mole, Mind Control. If you need to go Leviair, you're gonna have a Leviair.
Seems bad.
Night Assailant poop. Ask Corey Roca. You guys hit up Corey Roca.
Fuck up.
No Night Assailant. Don't need it. Guaiba, it's Macro Rabbit. You can't run Thunder King. It makes me really upset when I see builds top that run Thunder King and Guaiba. I don't know how they have room, but Guaiba, you can't avoid the fact that it's a dinosaur. You have to run 3 Lance anyway. Might as well play Guaiba. 1 Reaper, 1 Mole. I've been testing it with just one Reaper. I know a lot of people are running 2. I might try to test 2, and Mole just puts in so much work. He's so good. People get really upset when you lock them down with Mole. I know Pat does. So if you have Dolka and Mole or something like that, they can't get around it. Not in the fact that if they go first turns on mains or something like that, Shockmaster, anything, it just bounces right away.
Not if you call monster effects.
Who calls monster effects? Turn 1.
Me.
Only you, Pat. Set 4, pass. No Starlight. Triple Lance, the card's just too good when you can go Dolka first turn, set 3, one of them being maybe Solemn or Starlight, and another one being Lance. If you can protect your Dolka, you should just win the game anyway. I know that Barcelona just finished, and Game 3 the guy had Logia 5 back row, but if it's one of those hands, it's one of those hands, and Lance just lets you protect everything. 2 Space, like Pat said in his video, his deck profile on windups, Space is it's worse and worse as the format comes along, but you can't avoid the fact that Abyss Sphere is really broken, and Abyss Spike and Megalo and Lind, the deck just has so much synergy, and as fragile as it is, if you can get a good Space on a Sphere end phase, it's just too good. That and the fact that it'll set up your Rabbit plays when you finally want to go in, you can just Space. Mind Control. All the 1-ofs. Reborn, Heavy, Darkhold. Staples, I know some people aren't running Mind Control. Mind Control's too good. I have Utopia right in my extra, so I know I've stolen Utopias all day, and it just makes people really angry. That and the fact that if you can get a really big beater on board, well, for Rabbit, as big as you possibly can, and then Mind Control for game, it's just really mean. And I'm teching 1 Soul Taker. It's been really good for me. Just 1 in the main, just 1. I'm siding another one, and not even necessarily attacking or soul taking a Pulsar or Shining or anything that'll miss timing. Just when you can go Tour Guide Sangan, say they go first and they pass, when you can go Tour Guide Sangan and attack not fearing a Tragodia, say even if they drop Trag, you've got Soul Taker to back you up. Traps. 2 Macro, the card is absolutely insane. When you flip this against windups, without them having a Fed Grave, it just completely shuts down their combo. Obviously, if they get a few windups in Grave before you can get it up, you're probably screwed anyway. But just the fact that most Atlantean players aren't maining MST, heavies are only out to this. They do absolutely nothing. They crumble, they can't gun gear, they have Black Rose, and they have Heavy Storm. Bottomless. You have to main it. Card's great, especially in the Dragon Mirror match, or the Dragon matchup rather. Deep Prison. I know some people are maxing out on Deep Prison. 2 Deep Prison has been really nice. I might try testing 3. I'm running 1 Mirror Force right now, and the 1 Mirror Force has been really good to me. I'm playing this over the 3rd Deep Prison. Mirror Force, people don't see it coming, even though it's at 2. People still don't see it coming. I don't know what to say. I know that I sided out against dragons. It's just not that great. And obviously it's not chainable, but it's still really good. 2 Compulse. Compulse is just a solid card. If you have to, you can protect your rabbits with it. If rabbit gets, something happens to your rabbit, you can always protect it. You can hit carriers, shockmasters, anything really. Solemn Brigade, obviously. 1 Starlight, one torrential. I know the guy at Barcelona just won Macro Rabbit. He was using 2. He actually drew both of them in his final matchup against Atlanteans, but I haven't tested it much. I know that the games I have played with it, it's been really good, and people don't expect it with Rabbit. I know that some of the slower hands that you get, say Sangan or Tour Guide for Sangan, set Tarantula is just a really solid play anyway, and then obviously Starlight just to protect your back row. I had a game yesterday where I kept heavy in game 2 against Dragons, and I heavied myself to get a Stardust out to get over a Dark Flare, and he didn't see that coming either. Noctowl token. We got Levier, starting off the extra, obviously. I've only needed 1 so far. I might try to fit a second one in. I don't run Night Assailant, and if you draw the second Dead Tour Guide, obviously, it sucks, but it happens. And the deck obviously doesn't run Avarice because it's macro. Leviathan, have to. Tempo, Gotchis, Zen Mains, anything really. It'll bait out Dolka Negations in the mirror. It's just a solid card. Zen Mains, just 1. Abyss Dweller, starting off the rank 4s. The card's just really, really solid. I don't know why you wouldn't, especially when Cavazul is a water, and he's really, really big. What does he gain, 500 or 600? 500. So he comes out at 22 with Rabbit and the double Cabazuls. 2 Dolka, 2 Logia, obviously. Very rarely will you have to go into a 3rd Logia or a 3rd Dolka. Sometimes you don't go into Dolka at all. Sometimes Logia just holds it down. And if you can protect your Dolka, Dolka's always a better play. Gunman. This card's absolutely insane. He crashes with BLS. He gets over Dark Armed. He gets over Hyperion, anything. It's just absolutely great card. And when you do find the off chance that they're under 1,000, say they're at 800, 700 less, this is just a really, really good card. Utopia. Obviously, especially when I'm extra decking Utopia Ray. Mind Control's a really solid card. If I had room, I would probably extra deck Gaia Charger too, just for the sake of people being surprised. But
and you being an asshole.
Yep. Utopia Ray is just a solid card. If you're under 1,000, a lot of people don't see it coming. Maestroke and Pap. Pap, just because Spirit Reaper's still a solid card, even when I'm maining, 5 main decked outs between Triple Lance, Soul Taker, Mind Control, and Dark Hole. Obviously, the card's just really good, and Maestroke is just an out, especially when you're trying to stall. You can just put him in defense. And then Stardust for the Starlight Road. Very rarely will you actually synchro. I've seen it done a few times with maybe one of the vanillas, a Sangan, and like a Reborn Veiler. I know I've seen you do it, Pat. But just for the Starlight. That's it, guys.
Alright, guys, that's it.